Guys, most certainly am. I'm feeling it. Yeah. But as I say in the title, what we normally do on Fridays is we talk about waking other people up, how to get other people involved, how to get other people awake and, knowledgeable about things, and to make them think in the way that we think. We don't want them to think. We want them to think for themselves, not to think what we think, but to do the research and come to the conclusions that we've come to because of the research that we've done. And I'll just connect this, just in case anybody does feel like calling in on Discord and joining us. Very welcome to join all the time. Anyone can join, as long as you know the server details. So, evening, Lauren. Yeah. So, as it says in the title, let's get down to it. Let's get down to business, because the world is a business. The United Kingdom is a business. Our corporate, corrupt court system is a business. Everything is a business. And the only way that we can learn and way to tackle these businesses is to have a business of our own. Every time and everything we do needs funding. It does. You can't get anywhere in this world. You can't get a political movement off the ground without funding. Not a chance. You can't get any sort of advertising or promotion or events or anything at all without funding. Funds are a big freaking crucial part of this world. And yeah, we've got to work. I'm willing to work and put the effort in to make the funds. But let's go. Yeah, I got a bit sidetracked there. So it's the office. The office. I know I keep going on about it, but it's for me, my way, my plan, it is the best way forward. It is. It gives us a central location. It gives us access to a professional environment. Because how many times do we go out there to meet the general public, to speak to the sheep? I know I don't like calling them that, but it's been referred to in other people. I'm quoting that from other people. So, yeah. And we go out and we talk to people. We talk to them in the pub. They've had a few beverages. We talk to them. Yes, they can agree with everything we say. We can open their minds. We can open their eyes to things. But, 8, 9 times out of 10? Are we going to see action from them? Are they actually going to do anything? Look at the links that we say to them. Look at the people that we say to them. Are they actually going to join us properly and actually going to do anything about it? Or are they just going to say, well, you've got great ideas, and still go out there and vote frigging Labour or vote for the Lib Lab Con? Or, we might have persuaded them to vote for UKIP. Woo! They're not aware of the Constitution. They're not aware of the common law. They're not aware of anything, really. They're still in the matrix. They're still stuck there, and they still think that paying taxes and living a normal life is the right way to do things, Yeah, a sitting target. Yeah, I know it'll be a sitting target. So we can't. That's why I put a little post out saying I can't exactly call it the Lawful Rebellion Office. Can't exactly call it that. But if we stand under common law, what can the establishment do? Nothing. We're under common law. We've caused no loss, no harm, no injury or fraud. None of that. We're telling the truth. So, yeah, we might be a sitting target for what? The Islamists? The Antifas? Yeah, I know. It's a base of operations. We need a headquarters. Like I said a few times, we've got lots of little cells, little bits and individual people dotted about the country, and we come together and we meet up at rallies, and then we disperse and we go away again. And that's one of our weaknesses, and we need to address that weakness. The fact that we get together, Yes, we demonstrate, but then we go away and we go back into the woodwork and our voices are not heard. They fall on deaf ears. And then again, we'll have another one the next week, and another one the next week, and another one and another one. But without a sort of central office, a sort of central hub, a little headquarters, we're not gonna have the political clout that we really need. The government, the establishment, will see us as what they see us as: simple citizens, persons, people that are owned. They're going to see us that way. And back to the waking up of others, because I've done this before. I've done a lot with offices. I've done a lot with getting people in off the street into an environment, sitting down, presenting them with stuff, talking to them for an hour, 2 hours, and selling them a $5,000, $10,000 product. I can do this. I know it can be done. But I'm not going to be freaking asking for 5 or 10 grand for it. No way. No way. Maybe £100. Cover our costs. That's about it. But I'm freeing them. With these people, we'll be free. They'll be standing under common law. They'll be alive in the eyes of they'll have to be alive in the eyes of the state. Yeah. They'll have to be alive in the eyes of the state. They can come into lawful rebellion and not have to pay taxes, or only pay the taxes that they want to pay. There's so much more we can do once we can get them into this environment and present it as a business, present it as a professional way to do things. Because having a chat with your mates in the pub, it's all well and good, but you don't see action off the end of it. They're not going to go home themselves. Well, maybe half of them might go home themselves, go online, onto the common law court, get the birth certificate out, fill in all the details, la 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 la, and then, hey, they might get stuck halfway through. They might not understand something. So then they'll go, I don't really know about this. I've got no one to ask. I can't ask these people any questions. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ring my mate up and ask him, what do I do? That's going to make me look silly, la la la. They have this aversion. We don't want that. People, especially the naive and the people that know there's something wrong with the system. They know there's something wrong out there. A lot of people know there's something wrong. A lot of people will say to you, well, this is wrong, that is wrong, this is the other. But what can we do about it? I'd like to be able to grab those people's hands and walk them through the way to overcome this, and the way to take on the establishment lawfully, correctly, the right way. So we don't have them rioting in the streets. We don't have them doing the wrong thing the wrong way. We have them doing it the right way, lawfully, understanding the law, understanding the Constitution, understanding their rights, and beating the system in the right way. This is crucial to our movement, crucial to the way forward. We can't have an out full-blown people kicking off in the streets rebellion. It's not the way we want to do it. That's not the way it's going to work. It could do. I ain't got a crystal ball and I can't read the future. But it's, at this stage, not enough people are awake. And that's what I'm thinking about calling the office. I'm thinking about calling the office the Great Awakening Office. Because it's a hashtag, very popular hashtag. It's over, they're making a move on it in America. It was coined and tagged in America. So, hey, they're a common law country as well. So maybe they could get into the common law as well and get away from their birth certificates, because their birth certificates are exactly the same as ours. Traded commodities, used as leverage or used as a collateral to our government debt. Come on, this is... And to tell people this in the pub environment, it's a proper mind... It proper blows everything you know and everything you think about out of the water, out of proportion. if you tell people that, no, in the eyes of the state, you're dead. In the eyes of the state, you're that piece of paper. If you go to a court of law, they're asking you to represent that piece of paper, not represent you. You start to tell them these things in a pub environment, that they're either going to go into cognitive dissonance, or they're going to start laughing at you, saying, "You're crazy. You need a tinfoil hat." Blah, 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 blah. You know, they're not going. Some of them will. Some of them will react to it properly and go, "Whoa, okay, let's have a look into this. Let's have a look at this SKV Act. Let's have a look at this." Some of them will, but others won't. And yeah, we've got strong people in our teams, strong people in our groups that can take rejection on the chin and just go, "Wait, it's all right. There's another one." But some of us can't. You know, some people, you know, they get that. They go out to the pub and they try to talk to their friends about it, and the friends would laugh at them and mock them, because that's what people do nowadays. They don't listen. They want to. They hear something that they don't agree with, and they instantly turn to mockery. I've had some of my friends do it, and I've just gone, "Yeah, hey, you're not worth it then. If you don't want to listen, you don't want to learn. I'm not going to spend my time trying to teach you. I'll carry on. I'll move on. I'll find someone else." But people in the group, people in the movement will go out to the pubs and they'll talk to someone, and it won't go the right way for them, and they'll become disheartened, and it'll affect you, and you won't want to do it again, and you'll keep quiet about it, and that's the last thing we want. We want more people out there. We want more people talking. We want more success and promotion of it. So if you could tell your friends to go to an office, go to a place, go to a professional company, they can do this for you. They will explain it a darn sight better than I can. They will have a full presentation with visual aids, charts, schematics, the actual Bill of Rights for you, the actual SKV Act for you to read and to look through, and the benefits, and hey, if there's anything that can go wrong with it, yeah, we'll explain it to them. If they have any questions, we will answer them for them. You know, if you can send them to an office and send them to a place to do it and do it properly, they're going to feel a darn sight more comfortable. They're going to probably go and do it. They're going to listen to us a darn sight more, and they're going to join. And what? How many people could we do in a day? 5, 10, 15? Who knows? Who knows? Depends how big the team is. But I see that as the way forward. You know, we're not a political party. That's not what. No, it's not what. We're not. We're not. But we are a political movement. We know the right way. We know the way to get away from the matrix. We know the way to beat the system. And if enough of us do it, they will have to listen to us. If there's enough lawful rebels out there, we will certainly have some political clout. But if we're dotted around 2, 3 in each town, never getting together, never meeting up, never really seeing each other, they're gonna view us as you know, as nothing. They're not going to view us in the light that they need to see us in. However, if we've got a central hub, if we've got a central office, hey, I'm only talking about the one in Manchester, the one that I want to open. I've spoken to Andy Freeman, or Freeman Andy. He's looking to do one down in Kent, near the train station down there or something. He's opening one down there. And we open one in Bristol, we open one here, we open one there, we open one there, and they'll suddenly spring up out of nowhere. People will learn, and it will be a cookie cutter. So all you'll need to do is study the facts, study the evidence, do a bit of research yourself, learn the promotion, learn the pitch, and you'll be able to, and people will be able to do it themselves. Make up their own office, get their own people involved. And then we've got headquarters in every major city in the country. Then we've got thousands of people, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. You know, the DFLA, take them for instance. You know, they're about 50 to 60,000 strong. How many of them are in lawful rebellion? 10, 20%? How many of them are know of the common law and are actually living, breathing beings in the eyes of the law? 5, 3%? That's a base of 60,000 people that could take it up like that, and would take it up like that if you explained it to them in the right way. Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of those people would listen in the pub and take heed of it in a pub environment. But I'm just saying that's a good baseline. It's a good starting point. Because all good movements have to start with a starting point, have to take the first steps. And I've got my little PayPal, because we're going to need funding. I can't fund it myself. I can write up a bloody good business plan about this and say that we're going to earn probably about £3,500 a month net. It's a good business. It's a good business model. It's a good business plan. But I can't take that plan to a bank. I can't. Don't be daft. I've got a piss poor credit rating anyway. I can't take that to, I could speak to, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about ringing up some investors that I know. I've got hundreds and hundreds. I've got lists of thousands of investors that are, looking to invest in things, but are they going to want to do it for the patriotism? Are they going to want to do it for the patriotic cause and expect nothing in return? Or are they going to want a slice of the cake? But now I'm setting up a little GoFundMe. I've set up a PayPal. I'm thinking about setting up the GoFundMe. I'm just in the very first stages of it now. But I think it's a way forward. It's a way to get people to, to donate to the cause, to see if we can get this office up and running, see if we can get it off the ground, see it be promoted in that way. Because, hey, people might not have the money to. They might not want to. But they'll see the advert for it. If people share it and share it and share it, they'll see the advert for it and go, oh, what's that? Oh, I'll check that out. Oh, I'm from Manchester. Oh, I'm from Northwest. I'll go and have a look at that. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Hey, if they want to and if they feel confident enough, they can do it themselves. They can go onto commonlawcourt.com and they can do it themselves and fill it in that way. They can go onto the People's Bailiffs. I know that site's got the Article 61s to download and do it that way. Find themselves 3 free witnesses and put themselves through it if they've got the confidence. But I'm sure a lot more people out there haven't got the confidence, don't fully understand everything, and want to be told things, want to be informed, want to be educated, and want someone to hold their hand whilst they do it and answer any questions that they might have. Then, hey, I've been thinking about this quite a lot because it's my idea, it's my freaking baby. I want to make it. I want to do this. I want to make this my job, my role, my business. I want to be a professional rebel. I think that's my cause in life. I've always been a rebel. Now I want to do it professionally. It's what I want. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I was thinking we could even do a sort of subscription to it. So you pay a small monthly amount, but then you get our phone number, and then you can ring us if you've got problems with debt. People coming, because we can do things like that as well. We can help people out of their debts. We can tell people how to act and react around bailiffs. We can give them the tools that they need to tell them to go away. But that's what happens with the bailiffs. They come around, they knock on your door, and people get scared because they've not got the people behind them. They've They might watch a couple of videos on YouTube about it, but then the bailiff comes and intimidates them, and then they go, back up. Okay, then I'll pay you. You know, if they had someone on the end of the phone to help direct them and discuss them through things, they'd stand a lot more chance against the bailiffs. You know, and I'm pretty sure they'd be willing to pay a little bit of money every month to have that lifeline there. Or if they have any questions, or if they want a little bit more answers, or if they want to come into the office again. If they want to come into the office, if they've joined and they're part of the subscription base, yeah, they can come into the office anytime they want. Any questions they've got, we'll bring them in, we'll have a chat, we'll talk about things, we'll inform them even more. Because, you know, there's so many things that are hidden from us. So many different things that we can be doing. And I don't even know them all. I've studied, I've researched, and I've been looking into this for months. And I don't know them all. I don't know the ins and outs. And I don't know the bills of exchange enough to write my own promissory notes to make my own money. Because that's where this office is heading. That is most definitely where this office is heading. It's going to turn into its own little bank. I might become my own little bank myself, because I know I can become my own little post office. A few stamps here, off to the Vatican, la 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 la. Don't want to give too much information away yet. But yeah, what it needs is the professionality to it. It needs to be a professional thing. It needs to be a business. And I need help. I need help doing this. I'm not going to be able to do it all by myself. I'm going to, if I have to, I'm going to sure as hell give it the best shot I've got. But what I'm going to try and do is build a little team around me, build some people, get some people involved, get some more knowledge, people that have done this sort of thing before. Because I've run offices, I've done things like that, I've done sales, I've done presentations, I've done telephone work. I've got many skills in that sort of department. But actually starting the business, are we going to have to register it as a business, or are we going to do it more as a charity? I don't know the best way around it that way. So people with more experience can come on board and help educate me more on that way. And we can put together a decent plan. You see, I'm looking to do this and talk about this in length, in depth, with people tomorrow. When we go to the event, there's going to be some people that are going to be knowledgeable. I'm going to have to find them. That's what I'm going to have to do. I wanted to do it in Manchester, but the event comes along and it's like, well, there's going to be nobody. Everybody's going to be going over to the event and not coming to the meeting. So I'm going to have to work the meeting around the event. That's what's going to have to happen. Hey, that's what's going to have to happen. Sound's gone. Oh, crap. Freaking Facebook. Oh, my internet's been cutting off properly. I'm getting a high-pitched buzzing in my ears. My internet's been cutting off constantly. 5 times it cut off yesterday whilst I was trying to upload a video. Didn't like it. Doesn't want it. BT keeps cutting me off. I can see this broadcast jerking. You know, my Wi-Fi router's just over there. I get over 50 meg download speed and 20 meg upload speed. It should be smooth as silk. It's smooth as silk on YouTube. I know it's less high-def camera, but the phone's designed for it. But what can we do? Facebook's a biatch. But it's the biggest platform. It's the platform with the most people on it and the most possibility of people seeing this video. I know I've only got one viewer. Don't particularly care. I've got to get the word out there. I've got to let people know and advertise the idea. Because the more people know about the idea, the more brains get involved, the more critical thought there is. the more it enhances, the more it adapts, the more the idea moves forward. One man with one idea isn't enough. One man with one idea is a good start, but then we need more. More things need to happen. But anyways, there's so much more I could go into, so much more I thought about with this office idea. Because not only that, we can do all the printing from there, we can do web design from there, we can have our own little freaking studio there. We can even hold our own common law court in there and have a common law court building. Because I know that John says it doesn't have to have a building, it doesn't have to have a base. But cripes, if it did, we could hold regular court sessions in there. Just a thought. It's not my grounds to define this idea. Because it's his. It's John's baby. John's baby is the common law court, and I'm full on board for it because I know that guy's going to be worked. He's going to be under the cosh. He's going to be, busy man. And I want to try and help alleviate some of that. I've got the time, I've got the effort, I've got the will with a capital W to get this done, to sort this out. I've got quite a broad understanding of the common law court, the Constitution, things like this. And I could be an asset. But I want to be an asset in my own way and do it my own way. Because I like my own way. Don't like doing things in other people's way. I'm a rebel. Anyways, so yeah. There's only once, that's why I've called it the Great Awakening Office. Because it is all about the Great Awakening. Because there's so many things that we can do from it. It doesn't have to just be about lawful rebellion and common law. They're a good foundation. But just awakening people to the real news, the facts, the truth, the evidence. Waking people up to that. Printing things out. Sending out leaflets, flyers. Even ringing people up. Could work. We don't know until we try it. And yes, it's a little bit of a leap of faith. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of investment, a little bit of time, quite a freaking lot of time on my part, and a little bit of investment. But $9,500 for the office for the year, $9,500 for an office for a year in central Manchester. That's not bad. That's a bloody good deal. And the last thing I want to do is see it snapped up and see that. Look, let's see that. It's a perfect little office. I love it. It's even got a little hive. It's even called the Hive, for crying out loud. It's perfect. If there is one, if there is a God, he has sent this for me. He's pointing me in this right direction to do this. There is no such thing as coincidence. And it's fallen into place perfectly. Now I just have to pull my finger out and get it done. So, if you want to help, anybody out there, if anybody wants to help and join in, please do. PM me, write some comments, whatever. Help. Get your information over. If you want to donate. See, I don't like begging for money. I've tried to do this whole... I've done all these shows without asking for any monies. Because I'm doing it for a cause, I'm doing it for a reason. But this is the next level. This is the next step in the game. This is big professional goodness. So I'm gonna need some financial backing. So I'm gonna set up the PayPal. Now I've set up a PayPal, but it's an old one. It's one I had to use before. But it's paypal.me/March for Independence. March for independence. I'll explain that at another time, because I want to. Yeah, no, fuck. I say explain it now. I set up a PayPal and I set up a GoFundMe because I was willing and wanted to march all the way from Manchester, all the way down to London, stopping in towns, villages, cities, all the way down, gathering support, gathering momentum, spreading the word of Brexit and our Independence Day, getting people involved and getting them to come down, hosting little events and really fucking promoting it, really doing something. But it fell apart. I got banned off Facebook and I couldn't promote it and I couldn't put anything on the page. I made a Facebook page, I made a GoFundMe, I made a PayPal for it, made everything for it. But then banned off Facebook. Couldn't spread the word. Couldn't do anything about it. And I didn't even raise 1p. Didn't raise a penny. But hey, it taught me. I learned from it. It wasn't a mistake. Just, I know I need to advertise more. I need to get it out more. I need to post it in groups and really start freaking pushing it. So that's why I've got that one. Because once you've got a paypal.me, you can't change it. That's it. It's paypal.me/March for Independence. So I'm going to use that one. That's the one I'm going to use. And then I'm going to set up a GoFundMe. And it's going to be the Great Awakening Office, Britain. The Great Awakening Office, Britain. Because hopefully we can get the team, the Q team, we can get the Americans on board with this as well. Because they're a common law country. And if we get the Americans involved, because you'll see the Americans do use GoFundMe sites a lot more than the British. The British don't use the GoFundMes as much as the Americans do. We don't get as much donations. We don't get as much traffic. But anything that's going to use the Great Awakening, because it's coming. It is the storm. We are the storm, and we will win. Where we go one, we go all. And if we can get support from all, we get support from all, and we get more people involved. Booyah! We get it working. So I'm going to set up the GoFundMe. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. I'm going to get some more information, get some more bits and bats. I'm going to make a little video for it. So it's just a little basic boom, boom, boom video. So people can watch it like, that's what it's all about. Right. Let's jump on board. Let's help donate. That's what it's all about. So hopefully I'll have that done by Monday. Hopefully I'll have the GoFundMe set up for Monday. So it will be gofundme.com/ I think it would be that. gofundme.com/ the Great Awakening Office, Britain. I know it's a bit of a mouthful. The Great Awakening Office, Britain. Because it is going to be an office of the truth. It's going to be an office telling people the truth, letting them know their rights, letting them know the true law, letting them know how the government's been shafting them since they were born. And to tell people that, it needs the right environment. And I'm looking to do it. That's what we're going to do. So, hey, I'm going to set it up like a business. Hey, I'm not doing it. If I could do it as a charity, as a non-profit organization and jump through all those hoops to make it a charity, I would. But it's not. I don't want it as a charity. I want it to be my business. I want it to be a nice little way for me to make money. I don't want to be on the door. And I don't want to work for other people. I don't want to work for conglomerates. I don't want to work for the council. I don't want to work for anybody else. I want to work for myself. And I want to work for the betterment of the British people. And this is the way to do it. Yeah. There's goods and services. I'm going to be providing goods and services and education to people. I don't need a lot of money. I'm not one of these people that's materialistic. Yes, I do have a few nice things, a few nice necessities, but I don't exactly want a freaking Ferrari or a mansion. It's not me. It's not who I am. Yeah. So I know that it could also. I don't want to be negative about it, but I've gone on a bit of a negative streak now, haven't I? I don't want to be. I know that, with the Trump coming, with the storm coming, with British fight coming, with all of this action, all of this goodness, all of this patriotism, all of this working against the establishment coming, one fell swoop could happen, and the office might not be necessary anymore. We might get the right people in power. We might. You never know. We might get the right people in power that are going to come and throw away this SKB Act, totally wipe it out completely, and wipe out the birth certificate and make sure everybody's alive under common law in one fell swoop. They could do. I don't see it happening. But, the main core of the office and its main foundation is about common law, getting people to know their rights, getting people back to life. It's about lawful rebellion, letting people know that there is a way to stand up against this government and say, no, I'm not paying for you. I'm not paying for my enslavement. Fuck off. There's ways that we can plan things from the office. There's ways that we can use video editing software, sound editing software. Yeah. Thanks, Andre. It's what I want. I think it's going to be the way forward. Like I was saying, we can have video editing, a studio. We can have a dedicated office space for making videos about things. So instead of me in my little living room, we've got a proper studio with microphones and proper cameras. We can have debating areas. We can have training areas. We can teach people, on our side, how to debate, how to converse, how to really present and put the point across. Yes, the left doesn't really have much of a decent argument, but we still need to sharpen our tools. We can teach them how to be on, we can get involved with Raheem, because Raheem's looking to invest in people with media training, with political training, with debate training. He's looking to do that. I saw that on one of his live feeds. And if we've got the office environment to do it, and the right sort of basis and the right sort of foundation for it, I'm sure he'd love to come on board with it. And he'd promote it. And he's got a lot of clout. This could turn into a little mini beast that I won't be able to control. It could get so popular that we've got people queuing up around the block to come and do it with us. It could do that. If enough people freaking tuned in and saw it, if we got a little infomercial on the telly box, and enough people saw that, come to this office, we will do this, and this for you. We could get people queuing around the block for it. But it's something that needs to be done. I'm glad that I'm alive. And I'm alive in the eyes of the state. And I stand under common law. I'm glad of this. And I want to spread the word. I want to help people out. I want to get people to join in, to be alive, to know their rights. Because if you don't know your rights are easily taken away from you. And we're seeing that happening on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis, our rights are being taken away little by little by little by little. You know, the right to free speech. I stand under the common law. I can stand out there and say whatever the fuck I like. If somebody isn't standing under common law, they can get arrested for hate speech. You know, questioning Islam. I know it's a touchy subject and everybody's freaking, yeah. But because I could stand there and I could question Islam as much as I possibly wanted. Just because some people take offence to that, they try and get me done for hate speech. No, they can't touch me for hate speech because I stand under common law. Whereas we saw Tommy Robinson does not stand under common law, gets arrested, gets sent down. If he stood under common law, he didn't cause any loss, harm, injury, or fraud. They couldn't touch him. If he stood and represented himself as a living human being, a breathing man, in that courtroom, instead of representing a piece of paper, a legal fiction, what do you think would have happened? It wouldn't have gone the way it did. It might not have turned out for the better. Might have turned out different. Well, it would have turned out different, but it would not. Yeah, and it would not have gone the way it did. So I want to get this office up and running. I do, because I want to spread the word and I want to do it in a professional way. Because to speak to the normal people and the everyday man out there, to tell them that they're dead in the eyes of the state and they represent a piece of paper is, yeah, it's very difficult to accept and understand. But to do it in a professional environment, in a professional way, with the right tools at hand, it's downside easier, downside better, and you're going to get a lot more catchment. And I was getting on to a point, forgotten it now. Damn it. Anyways, but yeah, that was it. I want to set up this one office, and I want other people to see how successful it is. I want other people to go, wow, that's a good idea. That's successful. Not like franchises, but no, set up their own independent office in their own town, in their own city, to do their own thing, their own way. Yes, it'll be like a cookie cutter, and let people do, you know, they'll be doing the same thing as us, and they might even use our materials. Let them. Because, you know, people from Birmingham aren't going to want to travel all the way up to Manchester to come and do this. They might even just want to take the plunge and try and do it themselves and not fully understand it, or spend 10, 15, 30 hours researching it and looking into it themselves and sifting through the dirt to try and find the nugget of gold. They might want to try and do that if they have to travel all the way up to Manchester to try and do it, to come to your office. But if there's an office in Birmingham, they'll go to that office. Bam, bam, bam. So all I'm saying that this, for me, is the way forward. For me, it's what I want to do. But I can't do it by myself. I need help. I need financial help. I need physical help. I need people to come and, you know, work it with me. I'm not going to be able to do the whole presentation, all the paperwork and everything all by myself. If we make money, we're going to make money. So I'm going to pay people. Definitely. I'm going to need other people with other information and other expertise to come and help, to come and inform me a little bit more, to make sure that if anybody does ask a question, I've got the answer. Just so everybody knows and we can all work together. It works. And it's a fabulous little business model. A fabulous little business model that I've put together. But like I said, I can't take this business model to a bank. A bank will not lend me money for an office of lawful rebellion, even if I do change its name to, the Great Awakening Office. They're still going to read through it and go, no, we're not going to give you any money for that. The government would tell us off. So it's going to have to be independent people, independent investors. And yeah, it'll work. I know for a fact it's going to work. I'm going to make it work. And all I'm asking for is a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of help from everybody in the groups. That's all I'm asking for. Hey, if you can give me a little bit of money, that's going to help as well. It's going to help a lot. But at the moment, it's still in planning stage. Still in the planning stage. I want it to be done in the next 2-3 weeks. I want it to be up and running. But it's going to take a lot of time and effort. But I've got the time and I've got the effort. So, anyways, I think that's about the end of the show. I know it's been all office based. Michael, what's Michael saying? The Great Awakening Office sounds like a religion. Well, I thought about it, Michael, and I was thinking, I can't exactly call it the Office of Lawful Rebellion. I can't do that. It's going to throw up far too many red flags. Yeah. A Lawful Rebellion Office? Whoa. If the wrong people find out about it, it would... yeah. It wouldn't go down too well, I don't think. So, if you can come up with any other ideas for the office name, the Truth Office, the Office of Truth, I'd be glad for your input, because that's what I'm after as well. I want other people's opinions. I want to hear other people's advice, opinions. I want them to tell me about things. I want them to say their 2 cents. Like you just said, it sounds like a crazy tinfoil hat wearing religion. That you sound like you want to be a cult leader. No. But I use the Great Awakening because that's a coined phrase at the moment. It's a coined phrase in the United States. The whole Q movement, QAnon, is the Great Awakening. The whole Donald Trump is the Great Awakening. This whole truth movement is called and coined the phrase the Great Awakening. And that's what we're doing. We're waking people up. So please fire at me to get some different advice, get some different ideas, because that's what the Hive Mind's all about. Many minds coming together, sparking off each other, bouncing around, brainstorming, and finding out who's got the best ideas, who's got the best opinions, who's got the best plan. And let's work with it, and let's move forward with it, and let's see if we can adapt it to make it even better. So, anyways, that's the end of the show. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for dropping in. Thanks for the comments. Nice one, Michael. Nice one, Andrea. And nice one, Lauren. Yeah, sorry the sound cut off. I'm not so sure about what happened there. Probably Facebook playing silly buggers, as they do. All truth movements can't really broadcast on Facebook. But hey, get yourselves over to YouTube. It's not the best of pictures, but it's a lot smoother. A lot more focused, a lot more clear. So gov.ly, guv.ly/Hive. That'll get you through to the Hive Mind channel. And you can look back through all the previous videos as well. Yeah. But yeah. So just on the yeah. We're gonna finish the show now. So thank you all very much for watching. I'm not sure if I'm going to start doing some broadcasts from the event tomorrow. I might do some recordings of it, because it's much easier to record rather than do a live broadcast. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of other people there, independent journalists, dragons, truthers, people that you follow on Facebook are going to be there doing live streams and live broadcasts. So yeah, keep tuned, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, because it could be a fun one. They've got the England match tomorrow as well. It's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm actually going to finish it now. Instead of going off on another little tangent, I'm actually going to finish it now. So take care, y'all. Have a good night, and all the best for the weekend.